Hey, Trainer Weaves here! It is almost March and Niantic has given us another giant info dump of all the events that are happening over the next month. So I'm going to go through the dates very quickly here, and then below I will put timestamps to the later parts in the video where I'll actually talk more about what each event is happening. So from the top, 1st March, Giovanni will have a new legendary reward. 2nd March, we have a new 5-star raid boss coming. Every week, Pokémon Spotlight Hour on Tuesday and Mystery Bonus Hour on Thursday will be returning throughout the whole month. 6th of March, there will be a Team Go Rocket Global Takeover. Also, every weekend, we will get a new shiny legendary, so say goodbye to your weekends. 20th March, there will be a full weekend event that they're calling a Mystery Weekend Event is coming, which I understand is not super helpful, so definitely jump to the later part in the video where I talk about that. And on the 27th of March is the Psychic Spectacular Weekend event. So for the new Giovanni legendary, that will be Shadow Entei, and that is of course a fire Pokemon, so you're looking for rock types and water types with rock moves and water moves in order to take that out. We have no information of what other Pokemon Giovanni's going to have yet, so get that Stardust ready. Also on 1st of March, the 7-day research reward breakthrough will be changing, so no more Woobat. Instead, we are going to get Ferroseed, which has historically been very difficult to find. You do get them in eggs, you very occasionally get them in the wild. I found 4 ever, and all of them were terrible. Where Woobat came with bonus candy, Ferroseed is actually going to come with bonus Stardust, which yay for Stardust, but on the other hand, I don't even have enough candy to evolve Ferrothorn as it is, so I guess if you want one, you're going to have to walk that buddy. 2nd March, our new Tier 5 raid boss is coming, and that is Thundurus, who is an electric and flying type. That means that it is boosted in rainy and windy weather, and your top counters will be rock and ice Pokemon. So, Rhyperior with rock moves will be a good one. Mamoswine with ice moves will be a good one. Tyranitar with rock moves. And the other one that I wrote down, which is Terrakion with rock moves. For the weekly Spotlight Mystery Bonus Hours, we don't have any new information on what the Mystery Bonus Hour is, but on Tuesdays, every Tuesday, Pokemon Spotlight Hour will actually be a generic everything is boosted time, instead of the thing they tried previously, which was boosting single Pokemon. I don't know, I liked having a Pokemon boosted. Like, having everything boosted, okay, if you happen to be available from 6 to 7 p.m. Yes, you can cruise around and scoop up loads of Stardust, which is good. Or scoop up lots of rubbish of the same thing that's normally spawning, I guess, which is not so good. 6th of March is a big one, and this runs from Friday 6th of March 8 a.m. to Monday 9th of March at 10 p.m. local time. This is the Team Go Rocket Global Takeover, where Poison and Dark type Pokemon will be appearing more often in the wild, as well as other Pokemon that are related to Team Go Rocket. Absol will be appearing in the wild. Skorupi could be shiny. In the middle of the Global Takeover weekend will be the actual takeover, and that is Saturday 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time on 7th of March. During that time, there'll be a lot more grunts on Pokestops, and the team leaders, as well as Giovanni, will be a lot more active. According to the blog post, if you battle the team leaders, you'll be able to rescue all 6 of the shadow Pokemon that trainers have seen left behind by the Team Go Rocket leaders. I'm guessing that means that the Go Rocket leaders could have either one of the Pokemon they had before. So if you battle Cliff, you could get Stantler or Meowth. If you battle Sierra, you could get Sneasel or Absol. And if you battle Arlo, you could get Scyther or Bagon. So it makes sense that you could now get Shiny Shadow Meowth, Shiny Shadow Sneasel, or Shiny Shadow Scyther from these battles. Again, that is purely speculation on my part, and perhaps it's already happened, I haven't seen it myself, but because it's winter, I have not actually been keeping up. During the event, you can use a Charge TM to change the Shadow Pokemon's exclusive attack from Frustration to the Pokemon's normal attacks, which is cool, and a complete departure from what they were like originally. Because it was, like, the idea was, oh no, these Pokemon are feeling terrible, and they can only use this Frustration attacks, and you're supposed to fix them, right? But they look so much cooler as Shadow forms, so I just have a whole collection of pointless Shadow forms with a terrible attack, so at least now I could give them a good attack and they're not completely useless. That said, if you do use a Charge TM to change Frustration into the Pokemon's move, if you then go on and purify that Pokemon, the new Charge move will be replaced by Return. So be sure you want to hang on to the Pokemon that you change. Which means that for the next week, if you really want to keep a cool Shadow form, you better go out and find them. Because this can only be done during that 3-hour event window. And during this 3-hour takeover, defeating any of the Go Rocket teams will get you triple the normal Stardust amount. While the Team Go Rocket weekend is happening, we will also have the first of the shiny legendary releases for March, and this will be Dark Ray. So, again, from Friday, March 6th, 8 AM local time, to Monday, 9th March, 10 PM local time, Dark Ray will be in Tier 5 raids. I can only assume this will be sharing with Thundurus, because otherwise you do not have that much time to catch Thundurus. But that's okay, because it means that a Tier 5 raid will either be a new Pokemon, or it'll be a chance of shiny, so hopefully it'll be easier to get teams together for that. Darkrai is a Dark-type Pokemon, so boosted in foggy weather, and you will want Fairy and Fighting types to attack this. I'd expect most trainers to scrape together a Hariyama and Machamp team by now. Togekiss is another possibility, especially if you've been hatching eggs. Timber has been in raids for a while now, and as long as you can evolve it to its second form, then trade that with someone and you get a free evolution. Hopefully you've got at least one of those by now. I do not, but that's because I'm cheap. Lucario is a good one if you have it. Blaziken, there's loads of options for fighting types. Doing raids with friends through any of these special raid weekends gets you an extra bonus on top of your normal friends bonus. So if you don't have that many friends in your local groups, get trading your friend codes and start opening those gifts. The next weekend, Friday 13th March to Monday 16th of March, will be Altered Form Giratina, and I apologize for saying there would be shiny new legendaries every weekend. Altered Form Giratina has already been out, but it's still a shiny legendary that you can't get today. So, I'm all for it. Do I even have one? No. So it's gonna be new to me. Assuming I get one this time. Anyway, Altered Form Giratina is a Dark and Ghost type Pokemon, which means it is boosted in foggy and windy weather. Your best counters will be dragons with dragon moves and more dragons. But if you have stuff with Shadow Ball, you can also try that. So if it's windy, that's when Dragon is boosted, and you want Garchomp, Dialga, Palkia, Rayquaza, Salamence, Dragonite, lots and lots of dragon types. If it's foggy, you're good with Dark and Ghost types, so that would be Darkrai, Tyranitar, Giratina Origin Form, or the dragons again. And anything else, just stick with dragons. They're great. The next weekend, 20th to 23rd March, will be Cobalion, and again, new shiny. Cobalion is a steel and fighting type Pokemon, so you want to counter that with mostly fire. If you manage to get a Darumaka in the recent egg event, then evolving that to Darmanitan would be an excellent choice. You could also go with Chandelure with fire moves, Excadrill with ground moves, Heatran, Entei, or Groudon. Lots of options. Cobalion caught during this event will know the special move Sacred Sword, which is a fighting move, so I can only assume fighting move on fighting Pokemon is good. And in the final weekend of March, so 27th to 30th March, will be Lugia Special Trade Weekend, because we cannot get enough of Lugia. But shiny. So once again, if you missed out on all the opportunities before to get shiny Lugia, here's another one. Lugia caught during this event will know Lugia's signature move, which is Aeroblast, which is a flying type move on a flying Pokemon. If you play the RPGs, maybe this is cool. Thankfully, none of these are the 3-hour raid days where it's super intensive and you feel like you gotta use up a bunch of your day to do it. They are more casual. I say thankfully. There's pros and cons to everything. In a 3-hour raid event, I know we'll get enough people to have maybe half a dozen or more chances of trying to get the shiny. Over a weekend, it's a lot harder to coordinate, but on the other hand, it's more flexible, so I prefer these, to be honest. I need time to chill on weekends, and also, from March 20th, I'm going to be playing Animal Crossing. Quick ad, Animal Crossing videos will be coming out daily, and they will be over on my Weaves Plays channel. So I will link that below if you do enjoy Animal Crossing. Go subscribe to me over there, please. Speaking of 20th March, this is the mysterious weekend event that's coming. And from Friday 20th March 8 AM to Monday 23rd March 10 PM, you get a bunch of features like normal, fire, water, electric, and ice type Pokemon appearing more often in the wild. That is a lot of Pokemon types. Nincada will be available, and more importantly, shiny Nincada will be available. So, while you're out hunting Cobalion, make sure to hunt Nincada. It will be in the wild and also hatching more often from 5k eggs. So make sure you get your incubators on and start walking. Carablast and Shelmet will also be hatching more often from 5k eggs that you pick up during this weekend. It is an excellent time to farm Stardust because you get double catch Stardust and double hatch Stardust, so you can burn your star pieces then. And 1 to 4 star raid battles will feature various bug or steel type Pokemon. But most importantly, there will be new special research. So, nice story stuff, Professor Willow again, and maybe a new Pokemon? They've said more details to come. If it's like the other special researches, then as long as you pick it up during this event, make sure you log in, have a quick chat to Professor Willow, then you should be able to complete it at your leisure any other time. But come to think of it, this is probably why normal fire, water, electric, and ice type Pokemon will be featured. Right at the end of March, we have the Psychic Spectacular, which is again running across the whole weekend, Friday 27th March to Monday 30th March, and that will be lots of Psychic type Pokemon. We have 2 new Pokemon, another set on the day-night cycle, which is Solosis, will be available during the daytime in the wild, and in the evening you will get Gothita. They will both be available after the event in the wild and in 5k eggs. And I've just reminded me that there is a regional, which is either Lunatone or Solrock, that is available in this area. And I can only assume that here in Europe, we're on Lunatone at the moment, because I have not seen one in ages. And I really need to go hunt those. Anyway, in 2k eggs, you will be able to get Abra, Drowsy, Relt, Spoink, Boltoy, Wynot, Beldum, Gothita, and Solosis. If you're lucky, you might find a shiny Boltoy, which is excellent, because I have been seeing a lot of those lately, and I don't even click on stuff that's not shiny anymore if I already have a 90% of it. So, shiny Boltoy. Psychic type Pokemon will be featured in raids, and there will be psychic themed field research. So that is the month of March, as according to this giant blog post. You may have noticed that the 13th to 15th March weekend seems a little bit suspiciously empty. There has been a data leak, and this is not confirmed by Niantic, but there has been a leak posted that Community Day will be on the 15th of March, which sounds about right. And according to this leak, it will be Abra, which does tie in with the whole psychic thing happening happening at the end of the month. So with any luck, I was gonna say, with any luck, if you didn't get a shiny Abra on Community Day, you can possibly hatch one again 2 weeks later. But if you are intensively looking for shiny things on Community Day, you will probably find one. And if not, ask a random person you see walking around with a phone, because they probably have one they could trade you. So that is what is coming up in March. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit like and subscribe. I will be doing more news videos and more beginner's guide videos. And also don't forget Animal Crossing on the other channel. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.